Hi, I'm Eric. For the sake of the story, I'll be keeping my family's names private. So my brother will be called Ken, and my cousin will be called Damien. This happened about 6 years ago. It was a cold December evening in 2019 when my family and I visited our local McDonald's. I was 12 years old at the time, my brother Ken was 10, and our cousin Damien was 14. We had all been looking forward to a simple evening of food and playtime. As we walked in, we started ordering food, but our attention was quickly pulled aside. A large, muscular man was shouting angrily at a woman, his voice carrying through the glass. Suddenly, I saw him grab my mom's hand. My heart jumped, and I shouted at the guy to shut up, but my aunt quickly gave me a sharp look, silently telling me not to get involved. And honestly, I thank her for that, because things could have gotten much worse. Inside, my aunt kept paying for the food. Ken turned to me and asked, "Man, what's going on?" I whispered back, "I don't know. Let's just focus on the positives." Damien looked pale, scared, and I tried to reassure him with a smile. "Don't worry. Things will get better, I promise." We hugged each other, holding on, as the woman and the man stormed into the restaurant. That's when things completely spiraled. The woman screamed, "I told you, I don't have your money, you pig!" The man roared back, calling her a lying bitch. Dozens of customers froze, parents, kids, families, all staring in shock as the fight escalated. A female employee stepped forward and snapped, "Get out now, or I'm calling the police!" The atmosphere was heavy with fear. My aunt leaned toward me and whispered again to stay out of it, so we tried to eat quietly, though our hands were shaking. The playground in the corner, once exciting, suddenly meant nothing. Ken and Damien kept saying, "The cops are coming!" like it was the only thing keeping them calm, but the truth was far darker. I excused myself to check on my mom, and that's when I saw something I'll never forget. The man had calmed down. He stood talking with a friend, a rough-looking guy with his girlfriend by his side, and then I noticed it. 3 shotguns, tucked into the man's back, hidden under his jacket. My blood ran cold. I didn't move. I didn't breathe. I just forced myself to walk away, praying he hadn't seen me notice. Back at the playground, I sat in silence, my mind spinning, trying to process what I had just seen. Moments later, the police arrived. They questioned the woman, and they spoke to my mom. We soon left the restaurant, still shaken and talking about what happened. But it wasn't over. As we drove away, we saw flashing lights at a nearby gas station. The man and his friends were in handcuffs, being pushed against a squad car. That's when my mom explained what really happened. The man had tried to snatch the woman's purse. When she resisted, he slapped her. She gave her statement to the police, and we drove home, grateful it was finally over. Seeing that man in cuffs gave us closure, but it also left me with a memory I'll never forget. Now, at 17, I still look back on that night. The night a normal trip to McDonald's turned into something I'll carry with me forever. My name is Chen, and I'm 15 years old. This happened when I was 10. Back then, I lived in a small town in Manitoba, Canada. After this night, my family moved to Portage-la Prairie. For some context, I loved volleyball. Even though I wasn't very good at it, I wanted to play. I remember begging my parents to register me for after-school volleyball, but I would always chicken out. Now, onto the story. It was a Sunday night. My parents were at a gender reveal party, and my brother and I decided not to go since they said it would be boring for us. After playing with my neighbor, I went back inside and into the room I shared with my brother. I started tossing around the volleyball my parents had bought me. I was knocking things over, but luckily nothing broke, or I would have been in big trouble. I kept practicing, setting the ball into the air. At one point, I purposely hit the attic door. It didn't even have a handle to pull it down. But being the mischievous kid I was, curiosity got the better of me. I went to the garage and asked my brother to help me carry a ladder upstairs. He didn't ask questions, just helped me. Before climbing up, I grabbed one of those sticky hand toys I had from trick-or-treating. I climbed the ladder, slapped the sticky hand onto the attic door, and tugged until it came down. Then I climbed into the attic. It was pitch dark. I struggled to see. All I could make out was a couch, some food scattered across the floor, and an old bathtub we had left up there years ago, still holding dirty water. And then I saw him, a man, late 50s, balding, teeth rotting, smelling like he hadn't showered in weeks. I froze and then let out a massive scream. As I scrambled back toward the ladder, he lunged at me. I was only 4 steps from the bottom, but I didn't wait. I jumped. I yelled at my brother to run, and without any explanation, we bolted to our neighbor's house. We banged on their door until they opened. Shaking, we told them everything. They called the police. When officers went back to search the attic, the man was gone. Our neighbor also called our parents, and they rushed home immediately. Before the police left, they asked me for a description. I gave them every detail I could, but that was it. That night was the last time I ever saw him, and I'm still recovering from it.